Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
So I have never heard this situation on your show. I've been listening to your show for a long time, but is there ever a point when you don't worry about little bills? And so my husband is a portfolio manager, and he manages about $500 million. So money is his business. That's what he knows. When he comes home, this will sound like a joke, but it's not. When he comes home, he will start turning off all the lights. If the TV's on and I'm not in the room, he's turning off the TV. I've been banned from buying avocados because one went bad once. And he said, I never want to see an avocado in this house again. But he's not like that with everything. But it's just over the top. At night, he'll turn the heat down to 65, and it's freezing, and my nose is cold, and I can almost see my breath. And is that normal?
It's normal to have thermostat wars in every marriage. The other part's not normal.
Okay.
No, Marie. No.
It's
Are you guys like financially? Where are you guys at?
Oh, he has $1 million.
Half our house was bought for in cash. Our cars are bought. They're paid in cash. They're not used cars. I just got a brand new, to me, a 22 Subaru.
Marie, how did he grow up? What was his family of origin with money?
Well, it's funny because his father grew up with a lot of money, and they had a house staff, but his mother was very frugal, and you would never know that they ever had anything. They were just.
How old is your husband?
My husband is 64 and I'm 62.
He's too old. He's too old to still be making his mom happy.
Well, his mom passed.
You missed my point.
Oh.
A good little boy turns off all the lights and the TV and doesn't buy wasteful avocados. And he's 64 and he's still living up to her freakish savings techniques.
Oh my gosh. I don't know how to help him. I don't know what to do.
This is not a money issue. This is an emotional and spiritual issue. He's trying to control his environment.
Okay.
And I know I do it too. We all want to control the things we can control. That's called being a grown-up. But he's doing it to the damage of his relationship, and he's doing it to the level that it's outside the norm of reasonable behavior. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And so the thing is, you're sweet and kind, but you're going to reach the end of this, and there's going to be an avocado explosion in your house.
Well, when I bought one last week, and I was stressed. Yeah. I have to eat this before he sees it.
Yeah. And here's the deal. I mean, here's the deal. In Texas, you own half of the assets.
Yeah.
So that includes avocados. You have no reason to be stressed. But so this is a control issue, and he's not a mean person.
No,
he's not trying to be mean to you.
No, it's just the scarcity mentality to the nth degree.
He's completely operates on the glass is half empty.
And it's complete fear.
Well, he's still trying to please his mother.
Of whatever it is, though. There's the motivation in it is very fascinating. And that's the root I want to get to with him. Because, Marie, he's not living in freedom at all. Could you imagine being him? Could you imagine walking into a room and for decades feeling this responsibility to turn off every light, or God forbid, something goes bad in the fridge? You know what I mean?
What if he was in a situation where he couldn't because it wasn't legal for him to turn off other people's lights? You know, I mean, he's freaking out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's got to be distressing.
Yes.
So anyway, this is him.
And this is an interesting concept. When we talk from a spiritual element, Marie, Scripture is very clear that money, it can be an idol so easily. And a lot of people see money as an idol when it comes to us worshiping stuff and nice cars. But this is idolatry in a sense. He has become obsessed obsessed with it
Yeah.
to the point that his actions
You're a multi-millionaire.
are not making sense. And so there is a big component here for him.
Yeah. So I honestly, I think as his wife, you just sit down and say, honey, number one, I'm not living like this anymore. You're making my life miserable. You're weird. Number two,
I do tell him that.
I know. Number two, I think we need to sit down with a marriage counselor and someone who can talk to you about your obsession with these minor little things that don't even affect our lives. You're freakish and you're driving me nuts.
Yeah.
And I love you.
Yeah.
But he needs help.
You're not mean, but you need to talk to somebody about this, and or you just need to stop it. Your choice. But I think you probably ought to sit down and figure out why it is you're doing this. We're multimillionaires. I can afford a freaking avocado. I can throw avocados at the dog as a ball if I want, and we're not going to go broke. You're fine. I can buy all the avocados and dance in them in the front yard, and we're not going to go broke. It's really ridiculous, the numbers on this.
Is.
And so, and Sharon and I have had to do this together as we've gone from broke when we got married to making a lot of money to going broke to starting over after the scars of going broke. And, we have to sit down and say, okay, we can enjoy this amount of money. We can give this amount of money. We have to almost like say it out loud. Like if we give $100,000 to this charity, this ministry, our life doesn't change. It's okay.
And Marie, what's interesting?
We're okay.
Yeah.
We can buy an avocado.
And in
it's
this,
okay.
And in this scenario, because when it happens relationally in a marriage too, I think the hard thing for you is, and something I feel like we've all learned through life, you can't change people. Like you are not going to be able to say the right thing to him where the light goes on and or no, the light will go off, I guess, for tell me once the light's off. But it's just the idea of like, you're not gonna fix him. He has to have the ability. That was good. He has to have the ability to change himself, okay? But you, Marie, can't function in this codependence of trying to make him happy. You will never make him happy. You will never
be frugal enough.
Yeah, so you need.
I won't.
Yeah.
So Marie,
you live in a cave, collect lint, only come out on triple coupon Thursday.
So, Marie, you need freedom in yourself and in your marriage for you, because regardless of how he changes, you have to break that codependence that I'm nervous about the avocado. You have to let that go, because that's you. That's what you can control. So your part. You can't control if he's going to change or not, but for you, live in reality, Marie. And if it pisses him off, it pisses him off.
Here's the thing.
It's not reality.
He's not a mean person.
No,
he doesn't see this as anger, does he?
No, he doesn't.
He's a kind man.
But he's just controlling.
He's very controlling.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of fear.
Yes.
Yeah. He's very generous with other things. With a lot of things.
Yeah.
He's very generous. We have a great life. It's wonderful.
It's just these habits from this
these
standpoint.
Just no lights or avocados.
Little things. and if I go to Sonic and it's not happy hour, I get an earful, because why didn't I wait 30 minutes?
That's his
And get
problem.
my Route 44.
Cherry limeade.
Talk to the hand. Talk to the limeade.
Yep.
Limeade will talk to you about this. I'm
Give
not
him
talking to you about this. You're
$100
weird.
bill and be like, here's all the complaints for the next 6 months. That what your complaints are going to add up to is this $100 bill. So just take it, and I don't want to hear complaining. I'm kidding. Don't do that. But that's basically what it adds up to.
Yeah, there's okay.
Sorry, Marie.
Honestly, sometimes sitting down with a good counselor, 2 sessions even, they'll be able to hold up a mirror back to him, and he'll see himself. Mm-hmm. And when he does, he'll be a little bit horrified, because this is not a bad person. You know, I really don't believe he's mean. I really don't. I really don't think he's angry at you and earful, but that's just fear-based. And so, but I think, I would invest in 2 marriage counseling sessions and, bring this up, and y'all talk it through and see what the counselor looks at him and goes, dude, you're weird.
That counselor's going to pull a string, and he may be in there for 6 months.
You know what the counselor's going to do? What Deloney says. He's going to turn on all the lights.
Oh my gosh.
You can't make this up. This is The Ramsey Show. Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.